What a performance from Manchester United against Sunderland, people. This is 5 things learned against Sunderland. And without further ado, a composed, confident, clinical 2-0 victory over Sunderland. And once again, Rúben Amorim's men show why the team is starting to look more like a machine every week. Well, every 2 weeks or every other week, because they tend to go off stray for sometimes. You get me? They tend to go off stray sometimes. In today's episodes of 5 things we learned, we will break down Rúben Amorim's tactics, Lemmens' breakout game, Sesko's superb finishing, and what this result tells us about Manchester United's direction under Rúben Amorim. If you enjoy the tactical breakdowns and deep football analysis, do not forget to like this video, subscribe, and jump straight in. Let's get into this. Let's go. Let's start with the boss, Rúben Amorim. This game was another clear example of his tactical identity taking shape at Manchester United. He set up in a flexible 4-4-3 and shifted in this situation to a compact 4-2-3-1, which a lot of people tend to not see. And that is exactly when out of position. We were playing in different ways a 4-2-3-1 when we are out of position, which is quite good to see. The key thing in this situation is the control. United dominated the tempo, pressing with intelligence rather than the chaos. Unlike earlier games where we looked frantic, they played with rhythm, short passes, patient build-up, and smart transitions. Amorim's influence is obvious. His team now values space so much as the possession. The midfield moved in triangles, the wing backs stretched Sunderland's wide, and United looked comfortable defending high. This is not just a win. It truly is a tactical statement. Rúben Amorim is slowly building a side that plays with both structure and freedom. Now, a lot of people are going to say, right, that we can't say this because this is Sunderland. What happened to Brentford? We saw tweaks today. Because he said it when he was talking to Hargreaves, that he is going to adapt the system. And that's what we saw today. He adapted the system. Now for the second thing we learned in this game is the Lemmens breakout performance. Now let's talk about one of the standout performances, Lemmens. Each time he touched the ball, there was an energy, purpose, and precision. What stood out most was his decision-making and the ability to come and claim balls. He was able to dominate the area. He created danger from the back. He understands, honestly, how to go forward, how to honestly control what is in front of him. And to me, that is the greatest part of the things that we saw Lemmens do today. He's able to clear the ball with his right foot. He's able to clear the ball with his left foot. He's able to do pinpoint accurate passes with his right and his left foot. And that right there is an impact that we would absolutely love going forward. Because what we just realized is that anytime there's pressure is building, we can take it back and we will see a relief of the pressure. The pressure valve literally opening to release us from the deep pressure that we are getting from Sunderland. And that's what we saw today. Bear in mind, this is the first game. So I have to also give Rúben Amorim credit because he could have decided to go to Bayindir and chose not to. With the idea of us preparing this guy for Liverpool. Oh, wow. This guy for Liverpool. And so that's the key part about this situation. If Lemmens keep playing like this, it won't be long before fans start calling him undroppable. The truth about it, that is it. We already feel like they were singing songs today. Are you Schmeichel in disguise? Because that was how well he played today. And now let's go to the third reason or the third point about this situation. Benjamin Sesko was superb today. Of course, we have to talk about Benjamin Sesko. He is in red-hot form right now, going on back-to-back goal-scoring performances for Manchester United. He is composed, strong, confident, clinical. His movement off the ball was elite, constantly pulling defenders out of positions, creating gaps for runners in behind for the likes of Brandon Mbeumo and Mason Mount. Sesko isn't just a finisher. He is becoming a complete striker. He drops in deep when needed, presses from the front, and gives United the kind of physical presence that they have been missing since prime Cavani days. The second goal was pure Benjamin Sesko. Perfect positioning, quick reaction, and an ice-cold finish. He's becoming a symbol of the new Manchester United. Young, fearless, and efficient. Not to talk about his hold-up play. Not to talk about turning people around. Not to talk about bring the ball down from his chest and passing the ball directly into the running pace of Ahmad. If you get me, Benjamin Sesko is a talented boy. And I am so glad that we chose to go with a 22-year-old over the 27-year-old. Because we can see that he is already better than what we had when he's 22. And I can only imagine what he will be when he's 25. Hopefully we'll be here to watch it. And we'll be here to be excited about what he's doing. Banging in 20 to 30 goals a season. Because he got it. He's like that. He can perceive a chance before the chance even comes. That was what happened today that he got his goal. And if he has the nose for a striker, Manchester United have a good one on their hands. Now let's go into number 4. United's defensive control. Defensively, United looked solid. For once, there was no panic. The communication between the back three was excellent. They held their line, pressed as a unit, and stayed compact. Something Amorim clearly shows in his drills in Carrington. The midfield pivot deserves credit too. They protected the backline while still pushing play forward. Sunderland barely got a clear shot on target because United controlled the space so effectively. This was the kind of defensive display that fans have been waiting. Calm, organized, and confident. Now, this is where I have to sit down and look at Rúben Amorim in his eyes. Because why did you break up? Oh, Rúben, come closer. Why did you break up Yoro and Matthijs de Ligt? In the start of the season, these were our best players. These were voted our best players by the fans. Because these guys was working very well in tandem. Yoro had the pace to clear things up. Matthijs de Ligt had the physicality to step up and allow Yoro to be the mop. To want to mop behind him. And it worked out pretty well, and then all of a sudden you brought in Maguire. Maguire is experienced, not slow as in the bad, but slow as in he doesn't have the pace to catch up people if he doesn't clear the ball. And Matthijs de Ligt don't have the pace to do that either. So putting them in the same team, you're literally putting our slowest defense. And so I'm glad that he realized that and fixed it today. So that's evolution from our manager. And 5, but not the least. What does this mean for Manchester United? What does this statement win? What does it mean for us? Finally, it wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Under Rúben Amorim, United are starting to believe again. You can feel the chemistry in the building from the young stars like Lemmens and Sesko to the veterans buying into this system. The 2-0 result might look routine on paper, but it presents momentum, consistency, direction, and identity. If they keep this up, United could genuinely push into top tier form. Not just fighting for wins, but building something sustainable. The key thing about this situation that I'm trying to also show you is that this win buys Rúben Amorim a few more months. Every single person and their mama was talking about who are we going to get next. What they call it? Is Oliver Glasner going to take the job? Is Adoni Arolia going to take the job? Imagine if Manchester United lost this game and went into the 2 weeks international break coming with the loss from Brentford, from Man City, Brentford to Sunderland. That would absolutely be devastating. And I could absolutely say that he might just get fired with that situation because it's untenable. Yes, the owners are backing you. I understand that the owners are backing you, but there are some things that you can't go forward. There's some things that you can't just keep on swallowing. So I am absolutely glad that we were able to figure it out before it got that bad. Now we are going to Liverpool in 2 weeks' time on the 19th of October. This has to be. You have 2 weeks. Liverpool are the most vulnerable. And the truth about it is that those 2 weeks, they are not even going to have the time to focus on how can we plan for United. Because their players are in every other team in the international place. Everybody in that team is an international. And so Manchester United, they don't have internationals as much, can then buckle down, figure it out, and find out the loopholes. Find out the way we can play for us to defeat convincingly Liverpool, because it's possible. We defeated Chelsea, just defeated Liverpool. I know usually it doesn't go hand in hand, especially because Chelsea got the red card. But if we can do that to Chelsea, we can do it to Liverpool. So let's get it. So these are 5 things that we learned from Manchester United 2-0 win over Sunderland. A tactical masterclass from Rúben Amorim. Lemmens breakout night, which shows that he could be the number 1 for Manchester United. And Sesko proving once again why he is the real deal. Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Who was your man of the match? And who do you think Rúben Amorim has found in this system would work best for? I want you guys to drop it down in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do not forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you never miss another football deep dive with me, Manny. Until next time, stay tuned, stay passionate, and always glory, glory, Man United.